Tramontina is a Brazilian company. It's a family-owned business since 1911. And what is beautiful to see is that the family is still running the business. So they treat the employees as really part of the family. Diversity is really important for Tramontina because we are a Brazilian company, but we are already in 120 countries. And as we want to be closer to the consumer, we need the diversity inside the company with the employees to be able to understand the end consumer and provide the correct product and the product that they need in their home.
We started our system here in US using Oracle EBS. When we decided to move to the cloud, and we decided to move not only to the cloud, but also we decided to apply new models, ERP, supply chain. So we have a set of all the models. So we decided to add new models and services so that we can improve our process internally. The major goals were, first, to be more process focused, and the second thing, to be to give our internal user more flexibility. Okay, and move to the cloud also will give us some additional benefits because we could handle to be more closer to the business instead of to the technology. And with Fusion, we can see that we can, based on this new approach with the process, we are able to scale on our demand, because our demand also grow over the last 2 years, let me say. And we can see that the things are flowing as expected and even better. So if I can say that our demand increased 40%, so we are being able to achieve that without no big issues. Let me say that we do have two different kinds of customer, okay? The first one are the end consumer, okay? Because we do have our website and people can come and buy directly from us. And then we have our great partners that are the big retailers, okay? So then we have Walmart, Sam's Club, and Costco, among others, okay? That we have not only US, but also abroad. So we have those two different sets, let me say, of customers. So we have the brick and mortar and we have the e-commerce, the .com, okay? And we are also working with the big retailers with their .com, providing them the fulfillment on some sites. So we have the ability to fulfill the big box demand very quickly as we work close with our factories in Brazil and also with our partners in different countries. So we are able to get the stuff over here and ship as they were expecting.
One of the main projects that I got transferred here to the US was to launch our online store. We launched our store in June from 2020. And when the consumer were needing most our product, we were there to provide everything that they need. And not only to ship the product, but also to present the product on the right way, with the correct picture, with the correct description, and informing how to use the product and what is the best use that they can do to make their life easier each day. Marketing nowadays is really about data. For sure, we have all the creative side, but it's really about data. So we do need the perfect tool to organize all this information so we can do the right analysis and bring the right marketing campaign and show the right product to the right person at the right moment.
On the previous system, we do not have all this visibility, just like supply planning or demand management. We didn't have that. This kind of thing we had to do manually. We decided to implement those models to make it easier for us to handle that. Technology is really important, but I want to be focused on the process. From our partners, I can say that it was almost transparent for them. They don't see any kind of change because as part of our, what we call information architecture, okay, they were not impacted at all because we just turn off one system and just bring the other one, and they will keep working as they were before. So what they could see actually is that the things are running faster. Their things are running better than it was before, okay? Because we just provide a better response time on all of those things because we are more integrated. We start to work with the team internally to think what you're getting as information and what you'll be sending as information. So don't think about your own activity. You have to think about your own activity, and what we call on a tech side is that what you are receiving as input, what is going to be the impact of output. If you are not receiving a good information from your input, you have to go back to your previous step in the process and say, guy, you must change something. And this is the same for the ones when sending information. So this is a big change, because I don't want it only to fix the problem or to address the process for a person. That's the main goal. That's the reason why I call it from customer-centric internally, okay, customer-centric to a process-centric. The reason why we decided to move to the cloud is to be more closer to the process internally. That's the main reason, and not to worry about our infrastructure. We receive all the orders from them through EDI. This information comes to us as part of our OIC, the Oracle Integration Platform that we have. And then this kind of thing flows directly to our Oracle Fusion environment. And then we process there internally and send all the documents and all the process back, and we ship the products for them.
Yeah, COVID was a hard time for everybody. It was not easy at all. A lot of people needed to change the way that they're living day by day. A lot of people that used to go in restaurants all the time, they needed to learn how to cook. These people were looking for more products to help in this day by day and try actually to explore more this ability on the kitchen. And we were there providing any tool that they need, any cookware, knife, flatware, cutting board, anything that they need, we are there to help on this moment. When we reach the consumer with our product, they even want to receive the product very fast. So when they purchase something, mostly in our online store or even in our customer store, like Walmart, Costco, Sam's, we need to be sure that they're going to receive the product very fast. So Oracle helps us a lot on that.
Tramontina products is a key for, if you want to cook, you need a fry pan. Okay? If you want a bowl, you need a bowl. This is good. So what happens? What happens is that people start to stay at home. And then they start to figure out, wow, my pan is really old. Oh, my bowl is really old. I have to replace them. Let me see that. So we start to receive more orders on that from the big retailers or from our end consumer. So based on this pandemic, we are able to deliver the things, ship the things as expected, and sometimes even better than that. So we are not being much impacted on that, because we are able to overcome any kind of situation and provide our big box and our end consumer the products that they were looking at. This is the second thing. And the third thing that we have to understand is that people at home, they are trying to get upset. We know psychological things, a lot of things happen. And they want to have beautiful things to them. Our products could fulfill that. And the people start to work to buy those products. This is impacted directly on the order management side. And imagine people working from home, getting the orders, releasing the orders, and here our warehouse doing a great, amazing job to get all the products and shipping them. It's an order management for sure, because it integrates the sales team with the operations team to make this kind of thing happen. And that was amazing. We sent our goods to their distribution center. That's what we call the brick and mortar. We send to them and go to the distribution center. What happened is that eventually they are run out of the product. So they redirect some of the orders for the end consumer from us, for us to fulfill that. Try to move to the cloud as much as possible. Try to make your software as much as possible integrated. Focus on process. Focus on process. I think that's important. Get integrated with your business. Make your process flow, because this will guide you to performance internally. And a better performance internally, it will certainly be identified by your key customers. Before, with our old system, we used to have 300 orders per hour that we could handle. And what means that over the day, we could have, let me see, at most 2,000 orders per day. And after moving to the cloud, we had some peaks of almost 12,000 orders per day, boxes shipped per day. What makes my passion is that to let my team and also my partners over here to think about process again, so that we can apply the best technology to them and to the company. That's what makes me feel happy all the time. Our passion is to have our products with all the consumers and let them be happy so that we can fulfill that. We can be part of that.
We are real people, a family, Tramontina family, as I said before, trying to do things perfect. And we really want to provide the end consumer the perfect tool so they can cook at home and they can have special moments at home with their family and with their friends. And we always say that actually we are lucky to be in the most beautiful place for everybody. That is their home. Like when a mom is cooking the first meal for the kids, or when a husband is doing a perfect dinner for the wife, or even in the Sunday breakfast where all the family are together. So we always say for people to have the product and their special moment, we do the magic here inside and be sure that they're going to receive the product on the right time and in the right way.